Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Two Sisters and Two Mics. For today's episode, we are going to be focusing on the incident and the sentencing that was geared towards Tory Lanez as it relates to the case regarding Meghan the Stallion. So to start off, I'm gonna get my sister's perspective as to like what she thinks, about the 10-year sentencing that was bestowed upon Tory Lanez. What is your perspective?
Okay, hi everyone. So what I honestly think it's too much time just for like, it's like, I feel like she didn't die or anything. I feel
Right?
like 10 years is too long. Yeah, like at least maybe like 2 years or a year and some. Like, like
hmm
10 years? I think like that's really ridiculous. And the judge, like, I don't know, I feel like he should have tried to appeal again and see how it would go. But like, hey, for 10 years, if he does good behavior, he might be out earlier than that. But still, like, it kind of damages his record. He's a
hmm
singer, and like, it's embarrassing. Maybe people might not want to book him for shows and stuff like that,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's just my opinion. I don't like it. It's as a black man, you have to be dealing with this mess.
Yeah, it's so true. I really liked like your opinion. I feel like 10 years is like a little bit too much. I find, in my personal opinion, I find it a bit dramatic. We see all
Hmm.
the time like people, murder someone, like it could be their spouse or their friend or someone, and they get
Yeah,
like, and it's considered like in some cases like manslaughter, and they get like 10 years. So I'm just trying to like look at Zimmerman, like when he killed like allegedly he killed was it Trayvon?
yeah,
And
sure.
he got away scotch-free. So we're not discrediting, of course, Meghan. It was horrible, what she went through. But I feel like,
Hmm.
her being shot in the foot, that's what she mentioned happened. And that's what the court, documents stated as well. But I feel like the situation did not turn fatal. She did not die. Yes, it's horrific. Yes, that shouldn't have happened. But I feel like it doesn't equate to the charges don't equate to the actual crime. And I feel like,
Hmm.
there's some sort of bias that has taken place in my opinion. Like it's just crazy. Like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
it's
like
too much. Mm-mm.
it is
He
too
does not
much.
deserve that time.
No, he doesn't. But I guess, other people are looking at it like, there it is a justice for Megan, and then now she
Yeah,
could
but
fully move on. Perhaps that's how people are looking at it.
she can have justice, but it doesn't have to be him going to jail for 10 years for a shot in your foot. Like I feel like if it was that she had like God forbid, like passed away or something like that, right?
hmm
And then they said 10 years, it would be like, oh, it would be understandable. But
Yeah.
for a shot in her foot, I don't know. I feel like that's just ridiculous to me. But
Yeah, and then
hey.
people were saying that, when the incident happened, she was like dancing. I don't know if it was like the next day or the next week. And some people are saying
Mhm.
like if like she was like so hurt, she would have had like a longer resting period
Trauma too.
and like I guess more trauma in the foot
Yeah.
aspect, not like with her feelings. Obviously, she's traumatized because we see
Mhm.
that she did come out and say that she'd never had peace since this like whole situation happened. So
Which is unfortunate. Like I would be scared if I was her. So I understand where she's coming from, but the
yeah.
sentence is ridiculous to me. But
I know, outrageous behavior.
yeah.
So that brings us to our next topic. A lot of people, this case is like buzzing on social media. It's super hot. A lot of like channels and news outlets are talking about it. And a lot of people are saying, I noticed when Shade Room posted the story, a lot of people are saying that Megan is canceled because, of the Tory Lanez sentencing of 10 years. What do you think?
I think people are going to say that because they should probably, like how I said, they find it ridiculous because of the sentence. And I feel like even though she was hurt in this situation, she could have at least like maybe kind of talk to them and be like, hey, like
Hmm.
10 years is a little bit too long. I think that's why some people are saying that he's gonna be like she's canceled because
Hmm.
she's kind of just letting him like she thinks. I guess she probably thinks that he deserves the 10 years, right? That's why people are like, no, this girl is like kind of wicked to let him stay in jail for 10 years, you know. So
Yeah.
I feel like people are seeing it as like he's like again like he's a black man and you're letting him just go down for like a shot in the foot type thing, right? So
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why they're gonna say, "Oh, she's canceled."
Yeah,
You
but I
know?
think in terms of that, like, maybe they're looking at it like maybe she should not have said anything. But in terms of the sentencing, she doesn't have anything to do with the sentencing. It's obviously like the jury made the decision as well as the judge. So that
Yeah,
aspect we can't really blame her because she is not the law, obviously. But then to your point, I guess people are looking at it like, they feel like she kind of snitched. But then if you're her, are you
yeah,
supposed to just, wobble in silence and don't say anything? Like, that's not right to me.
yeah. That's true. That's true. Because
Yeah.
then,
You know,
especially,
like,
especially she went to the hospital. She kind of has to say, anyways. It's not about snitching.
yes,
The
yes.
at the at the hospital, they're gonna call the police and be like, "You're
And they're gonna
saying
call the
things."
police. Exactly. They're not keeping no secrets. You know what I mean? And maybe initially she didn't want to like, bait him out, but then I guess he
Yeah.
came on like she felt like he disrespected her online and he came on and he
Mhm.
was saying because Tori is a little bit hot-headed and he's the type of person like he likes to defend himself a lot, which is,
Yeah, yeah.
that's his thing, but
Yeah, but I don't blame him. If something like if he feels like something is wrong and he wants to defend himself, hey, go ahead. But it's
yes, I
not like when
agree.
you're lying or making someone else look bad. Obviously she's gonna come out and say, "Hey, buddy, what do you think you're doing?" Like, you know?
Yes, yes. And he should have his right to also come out and talk, as you're saying. Like it
Yeah,
shouldn't just
yeah.
be her. Like he should be able to come out and, say like what he felt like transpired with the whole situation,
Hmm.
etc. So, but yeah, I think I'm not sure if she's canceled because maybe for a duration, people might not like maybe her music sales perhaps could go down, depending on if
Mm,
people want to purchase or not. But like I feel like she's a talented in the artist. I feel like she could come out on top. I feel like she can use this negative energy as fuel to get even better. And I feel like she has
yeah,
some good music in the works. Obviously, she needs to
yeah,
like rest, and take some time off. I know she took some time off before, but I think with the closing of this case and justice being served, maybe in her perspective, she should take time out to heal rather than coming back and doing music right away. Yeah,
yeah. But she should take some time to heal, but not too much time because then, you still have your fans as well that want to listen to your music, right? And then
true.
sometimes you might take too much time and you get into a bit of a funk, and then now your music is
You're just like,
delayed.
I'm not doing no more music. This rest
Yeah, like
time, this rest time
not
is
saying
nice.
not saying you can't go to a little therapist or something. Like I'm not saying that, but like no, no, no. You need to get out of your little funk, and
Yes.
continue your little music that you're doing. But
Yeah.
honestly, I like a point that you said. I want to touch on something. You were saying that maybe her music sales might go down. I
Hmm.
honestly don't think her music sales will go down because, like she has, like you said, she has a
Interesting.
lot of good music,
Hmm.
and there's a lot of people who are the greater people who are siding with her, saying that Tory is wrong, right? So
Yes.
her music sales actually might go up because
Yeah, it
women
probably could.
empowerment.
And especially if she
Yeah,
does a song talking about the whole situation, people are nosy. They're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, I want to know. I want to know what she said."
yeah,
Like, it's
and they're like, oh my goodness, that's what he did in the song, like,
yes. And I feel like she was gonna say more things that she didn't get to say.
yeah,
It could be, but she has
yeah,
to be
but
careful
also you
because
have to be, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, she just has to be careful though, because like you don't want it to be like defamation type stuff coming to the
Yeah, I was going
forefront.
to say that.
Yeah. She's probably gonna talk in codes and subliminals. You know how these artists are. Like most
Yeah,
of the times
but
they're not direct.
they're still gonna figure it out. We're not stupid, you know.
That's true. I didn't think of it like that. Some people decode lyrics like they're so good
Yeah,
at
they
it,
do.
you know? So yeah, you're right. Okay, so then our next topic is, I did see online, like prior to the sentencing, I did see online, and a few people were saying that, Jay-Z, influenced the outcome of this case. And they were saying that because Tory Lanez did not sign with Jay-Z's record label because he owns his masters, they are sort of trying to lock him up, and just linking Jay-Z in terms of him paying off the judge. I did see that on Instagram on some of the comments that in regards to the post that Shade Room posted. What do you think?
I think they shouldn't be involving Jay Z in this mess because,
In
like,
the shenanigans?
this is too much. Like, leave the guy out of his thing. Like, he has his own little three little kids over there, and plus, reputation, like his how it looks, it's gonna make him look bad, right? So just
Mm-hmm.
keep him out of this. Let Tory deal with his thing, even though he helped him, which is nice of him, cool. But like, he does not need to be involved in this. Let the guy do his little, since he's doing his time, do his little time, right? And let Jay Z enjoy his little bit. He's a businessman now.
Yes.
He's not really in the rap game anymore, right? So I
Yes.
honestly,
As
they
much,
should keep
yeah.
it separate. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they should keep it separate. This man obviously does not deserve to be linked into the situation. Yes,
Hmm.
of course, Megan is tied to his label, but that doesn't mean like he's gonna be unethical and be going and pay off the judge. It's hearsay, and there's no proof or evidence to link him to that. So I don't feel it's
Hmm.
fair that people are linking Jay-Z, and Jay-Z like drinks his water and minds his business, and he has like a money mindset. He don't have time for this kind of foolishness and stupidness. Like, keep the man out
No.
of this. This is Meghan and Tory Lanez, period. And of course, everyone's
Yeah.
giving their opinion, but like when we start linking people, that becomes problematic. So
Like, I don't know. What I don't seem to understand, the man is over there enjoying his wife's concert. He doesn't have time for this mess.
that's what I'm saying. He's
He's
probably
proud
like
of his
every other
daughter.
day. Every other day
Yeah.
I'm in the news for some stupidness. Like, I ain't got time today. But I think overall, like a lesson we can learn is that both Megan and Tory Lanez, despite the outcome, we see one is going to jail and one feels like, they've gotten justice, and their fans think so. I think both of them could benefit from, a program that helps with rehabbing from like substance abuse and alcohol control. Both of them seem to have an alcohol problem. They don't seem to know limits when it comes to like drinking and perhaps smoking. I know Tory did mention in his statement that, him and Megan would like get high until they were numb. That's a problem. They
Yeah,
both
you need
need
to
to
see a
go.
therapist, hon. Yeah,
Yeah,
you both need to
they
go
both.
because that
Whether
means
he does it
you're
in
hiding.
jail, and
Yeah.
that's fine, but you need to see you need to fix this. You can't go spend all this years in jail and then come back out
Mhm.
and you still have an alcohol problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because yeah, and then another thing too you said about being numb. That means you're hiding your feelings. You have a problem. You need to go and like correct that. Go see a therapist. You know, like that's the problem. Because
Yeah.
why would I? And then you don't even know what you're doing too, when you're like that numb.
Exactly. And Megan, this goes for Megan too. She needs to like, whether she's taking time off to heal from all of this, she needs to
Hmm.
get herself into a rehab program. And again, we know that she's the victim. We know that she was hurt, but we have to still be
Yeah,
truthful. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's
so that's what I think. And a last thing I wanted to say is I noticed that, Iggy Azalea and Mario wrote letters of support for
Yeah,
Tory Lanez,
definitely.
and a lot of people were kind of going against it and saying, "How dare Iggy Azalea write a letter of support for him? Who does she think she is? She's going against
Mhm.
Black women." And people were like, really, there was a lot of like negative perceptions regarding it. I just want to say, like, we can't tell people who they should write a letter for, who they should be friends with. Iggy obviously felt
Yeah.
that, Tory has been there for her emotionally and he's been such a
Mhm.
good friend. Anybody would do it. Like I would write if I have a good friend, they're going to be sentenced and I want the judge to give them a more lenient sentence. I'm going to stick up, I'm going to write a letter. That's my friend. I'm going to support them. Like why shouldn't I
Yeah.
do that? And I feel like people shouldn't criticize her. I feel like she did the right thing. Yes, Meghan is a victim. And in her letter we see that she does not she doesn't discredit that she's a victim, but she wants to also
Mhm.
support her friend. And Mario probably feels
Yeah.
that's his friend and he should support him. And why the hell was the letter shown to the public? I feel like that was so unprofessional. How did that letter leak?
Yeah.
I would have been suing. Come on now.
Yeah.
What is your
They don't
perspective? Because this is out of
they,
control.
they don't care. Like anything they can get to put out in the public, they're all for it because they want other people to see. But I like you said, that was wrong. Like it should be a private moment.
Mhm.
But some of these people they get a little change. Like they say, oh, if I pay you, like if I pay you, can you put the story out? Like these people, they're ridiculous. Like, but honestly, I think it's great that she wrote a letter for him, like to support him. Not everybody can get that. Some people they don't even care about other people, and she has feelings for like that's her friend. Like I don't see anything wrong with that, and
Mhm.
it's not like she's saying she doesn't feel sorry for Megan at all. Like I feel
So what
like
is the
it's
problem?
important to support both sides. Like, don't take sides with one person and not like She could even write. She could have even wrote a letter to Megan too, asking
Yes.
her how she's doing or something.
Yeah.
Like I don't see nothing wrong with this. I think it's
Yes.
beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. So that's our thoughts today, as it relates to the Tory Lanez sentencing and justice that was served for Megan Thee Stallion. I will pass over to my sister to do the closing.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in again to our podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment to our channel. And also, we have Spotify if you want to listen on the go. And thanks again, guys.
Bye.
Bye.